Hi guys, welcome to my channel. So if you're still up for decluttering, it's still happening. We're still going strong at it, we're still doing it. So in the first episode of this series, we saw how to get started with our list of these 30 things that we put up with. The goal here is really, to part with all of the nonsense to finally be a happy and unleashed self. I think that life is way too short, and us women, we have it hard sometimes. So make this change in your life to finally clear out the mess and just get rid of it. It doesn't always seem like it's possible, but you really don't have to keep these insecurities, these struggles, these blocks. They can all go. Goodbye. See you later. Not. So last week we looked into the first categories of issues that you would have found on your list. These self-worth and self-esteem based issues. I hope that you found the video useful and that you try to exercise it. But this week we're dealing with another big thing that we put up with. What others think. How do others perceive me? Many points on my list started with fear of, I'm scared that, I'm almost scared to do these videos, for example. What are people going to think of me? Oh. I have a hard time asking people for favors. I'm always scared that they're going to think that I'm a nuisance, I'm a hassle, oh, she's too much. And I have plenty more of other fears like this on my list. The thing that we forget is that your mind has its own way to perceive things, and that actually misleads your judgment. Because the way that you perceive things won't be the same for other people at all. And don't you think that we tend to wind ourselves up anyway, like all the time? We always find reasons not to be fully who we are and not to be fully happy. It's totally natural. We all do it. Because by stopping ourselves, what are we exactly doing? We are stopping ourselves from failing. But at the same time, we are stopping ourselves from succeeding. And this is when it's a problem. It's really important to acknowledge this because we all do it. But now that we know that, we can actually start and make a change. So don't ever censor who you are because you're scared of what people will think. Just don't. There's Toni Morrison, an author. He wrote this book called Paradise. And, he said there are more scary things inside than outside. Always bear that in mind. It's so true. Because you're hiding a part of yourself when you might not even have enough reasons to feel like you should. And it's more likely that there are millions of people on earth with the same fear as yours or as mine. We can't be millions on earth with the same worries and still put up with them. It's ridiculous. It doesn't make sense. So let's say that, for example, you're too afraid to dress a certain way. There are these things that you would want to try, but you would never dare. Or maybe it is that, you find it hard to speak up at work. You want to share your ideas, but you're always scared or too nervous to be judged by your colleagues or by your bosses, so you end up not saying anything. Take these fears and change the situation. What would you say to your best friend? Would you tell her to keep hiding and to keep it quiet at work? Do you remember in our last videos, we said that we should learn to be our own best friends? And everyone is internal. We always keep thinking about what other people think, but if we all do that, what's the solution? Are we all meant to freeze and not to do anything because we're all scared? I was in south of France recently on the beach, and I always get nervous at first, to do my bikini. I think, I'm not the only one. Some women get scared. You're like, oh, people are going to look at me, they're going to stare, they're going to judge. But there were plenty of women there that were topless, south of France, hey? And no one was staring at them actually. And that's when I realized, people don't care. And I'm sorry to break it to you, I'm really sorry, but you are not that special. You're not special. So even if you say or you do these things that you're afraid of and that someone criticizes you, it would all disappear quickly. Because we have so many distractions around us nowadays that we can't even keep track of all of these things that we see, all of these things that we think. We can't. So I might walk past you dressed like a total nutter, you know me. But I don't care what you think, because I know that in an hour, you would have forgotten anyway. So you might be thinking, this girl looks crazy, but in 2 hours, you would have forgotten. And I would have been happy all day, because I would have been dressed like me. So in the end, I'm winning. So if you're scared to say what you think, ask yourself, why exactly? What is the worst that could happen? What is it? And think about it in a different way. What could happen if you were to say what you think? What would actually happen? Because it could be that you would inspire some of your colleagues or your friends to do the same. Because maybe they have great things that they want to say to you. They want to share things, but they feel scared. And now, seeing you, embracing who you are, and embracing what's about you, it could inspire them to do the same. Then who knows? Who knows? History has been made with way less than that. You could be starting a movement. It could really set things in motion for some people. As women, we love guilt. It rules our lives. So let's trick Mr. Guilt and make it work in our favor. I love this quote by Nigel Marsh. I love quotes. He says, "We are responsible for setting and for enforcing the boundaries that we want in our life." So there you go, Mr. Guilt. We're talking about responsibilities here. So I guess that you might, want to get involved and make sure that I take care of my responsibilities. Okay, Mr. Guilt? I get you. It's our duty to design the life that we want, or someone else might do it and we might not like it. We might not like what they make of it. So it's our duty, responsibility. So think of it as a homework now. You have to stop caring about what people will think. And truth is, to be honest, that you have no idea what they think. So what do people think of me? Do I come across weird? I probably do. But all in all, isn't it simply the way that you look at people and the way that you judge people? I've decided a long time ago that I just wanted like a happier life. So I try my best not to have any negative feelings or no negative thoughts towards other people. And naturally, that made me nicer to myself. So pay attention to your thought this week. Really look at your thoughts. See how they work and see how you criticize people in your head. And see what you find out. Are you too hard on people? Because maybe that's also why you're so scared of what people are going to think of you. That's why you're scared of their opinion, because you're hard yourself. Or are you actually gentle? So if you're gentle, why would the rest of the world be so nasty to you then? Why are you scared of what people would think if you're not even that hard on people yourself? So stop making excuses for yourself. We said it's natural, but it doesn't make it okay. Time for a change. Your mind can be quite the coward, to be honest, and your mind will try to stop you from being fully you. Your mind will do that to you. The mind hates to fail, but because of this, it makes it hard for you to succeed. So it's a battle. What's it going to be? Do you want to succeed or let your mind decide? Ask yourself, what are you really doing to yourself with these fears? With my fears, I know that when I let these blocks and these struggles get in the way, I know that I'm stopping myself from sharing my vision and from living off my passion. Are these fears really based on anything? Give yourself example and ask yourself how and why it would matter. For example, you're afraid to share this great idea that you have at work. Why? Why are you scared? Have you ever tried to share your ideas and maybe like they've been dismissed in a horrible way by your colleague or by your boss? But if not, why the fear? Why are you scared? But if that happens, are there things that you can actually change in your approach to avoid this thing to happen again? It's not all black or white. There's things that you can change to make things better. Don't let these fears build up in your mind. They probably already have crept up anyway. They have, so confront them. Sit down and face them. And the final homework for a week, stop caring about what people think. Just stop for a week. Wear the things that you want to wear, say and do the things that you want to, and report to yourself in a journal. How bad was it? Or how great was it? For every block that you have, ask yourself, is it going to matter in 5 years? If the answer is no, just cut the crap. Just cut the crap and do what you want and just be yourself. And be proud to be yourself. So you have a few homework to do until our next decluttering episode. Next time we are dealing with the relationships in our lives. So stay tuned because that one is a big one as well. It's a big chunk that we need to declutter too. Good luck with your list and with all of the work, the exercises. I know it's painful, and if it's painful, it means it's necessary. And you can always drop me a line if you think that I can help. I always love to help. So if you like this video, please thumb it up, subscribe and comment. And if you can think of topics that you want me to cover, leave them in the comments box below so I can have a look, or you can also drop me a line. If you think that these videos could be useful to some of your girlfriends, just share them and let's set the She Unleashed revolution in motion. But anyway, it was a pleasure and I'll speak to you very soon. Bye bye. Goodbye. See you later.